Hello friends, I hope all of you are doing great. I welcome you to the Enqueue Sports YouTube channel once again. And without any delay, we are going to move on to our topic for the day, which is the different variations of the football shoes. Now there are 5 variations in the football shoe. Firm ground, soft ground, artificial ground, astroturf and indoor. These are the 5 variations in the football shoe. First of all, we are going to be talking about the firm ground shoes. Now the firm ground shoes look somewhat like this, and they might also look like this. So basically they have a lot of studs at the bottom right here. Some studs are circular like this. Others can be slightly triangular or hexagonal in shape. The shapes do vary. Adidas makes different shapes, Nike makes some other shapes, Puma makes some other shapes. But as far as the balance of the shoe is maintained and the weight is evenly distributed, I think the shoe ends up being rated as a very, very good shoe. In some shoes you're going to see that all these studs are circular. In others all these studs are triangular. In most all these studs are conical. But in some you will see variations like this one. Now you see the back ones are hexagonal and they are also bladish, and the front ones are circular. So these variations do come when you take different sorts of football shoes into account. If you look at this one, the pattern, the shape of all the studs is the same. So it pretty much depends on the various brands brands and various models that we are talking about. The thing which needs to be discussed over here is, why do we use these kind of studs for the firm ground boots, or when you're playing on the grass stadiums or the traditional football fields? The reason being that these studs provide a very, very good balance, and these penetrate into the pitch, into the ground, and distribute the weight of the player evenly throughout the surface of the sole. And more the number of studs, the more evenly the weight of the player is going to get distributed, and the easier it would be for him to play out there and maintain his balance rather than slipping around all the time. Now the next variation of the boot, of the football boot, is known as a soft ground boot. Now the soft ground boot would probably have these sort of studs, but the studs would probably be made up of steel or chrome, and you could always interchange those studs as well. You can take them off, you can put them back on. Soft ground studs are mostly used for softer pitches or in the rainy conditions, where the pitches are extremely damp, the ground is extremely damp and muddy. So because that those steel studs can penetrate a lot deeper into the ground and provide good distribution of weight and a lot better level of comfort for the player. Now the third variation of the boot involves this kind of pattern in the studs. Now this one is known as the artificial grass shoe. You mostly use it on the 3G and 4G pitches, and you can see that the number of studs is a lot. It is a lot, and all the studs are shaped in a circular manner. They are shaped the same, and they provide brilliant distribution of the player's weight and brilliant transfer of energy, from potential energy to kinetic energy, and from kinetic back to potential energy as the player treads on the ground. So this is the artificial pitch shoe. Now if we come to one of the most popular variations which is used in the world right now, it is called a football gripper or a football astroturf shoe. It looks somewhat like this. It doesn't have the studs on the sole. It does have these rubber ridges, these penetrating rubber ridges, as you can see. Now these rubber ridges can come in a range of different patterns. This one is an Adidas shoe, this one is also an Adidas shoe, and you can see the patterning is different. And if you talk about some other brands, maybe if you talk about Nike, you'll see that these panels, these stud panels come in a variety of shapes. This is a multi-shaped one, circular from this side, then bladeish from this side. And if you come to another model of Nike, which is known as the Nike Magista, you'll see that there are a lot of dimplish studs, rubber studs, a closely packed assembly of studs, rubber studs. And the thing which really is an exclusive feature of these AstroTurf shoes is that they are extremely low profile. So they keep the player extremely close to the pitch, extremely close to the ground, and allows him a better momentum and better energy, because these things, these rubber ridges don't penetrate as deep inside the AstroTurf as the ones discussed earlier, the firm ground and soft ground shoes. So they are somewhat closer to running shoes if you equate them to the running mechanisms. Now the next shoe in line is an indoor shoe, the fifth one. The fifth category of the football shoe is an indoor shoe, also known as IC. Now, if you look at this particular shoe, it does not have anything at the bottom. In fact, it is quite a flat surface with narrow cuts at the bottom. And what this particular sole does is that it provides easy momentum, easy movement for a player when playing on wooden surfaces, on hard concrete surfaces, on roads, and sand or gravel or something like that. Now, if a player wears something like this on the indoor arenas, on the roads or on the wooden surfaces, I'm afraid he's going to fall and probably going to lose the balance as well. And the player won't be able to play the game in a proper manner. But if he wears this one, this particular shoe with such a sole, he's probably not going to slip. He's going to enjoy his game and enjoy a perfect grip. Now, if you look at this shoe, which is an indoor shoe, and I'm going to show you another variation of the indoor shoe as well, which is this one in your picture. Now, there is a slight difference between these two, but the similarity between these two, in fact, similarity between all indoor shoes, is that their soles are flat and they have a very low heel to toe drop, heel to ground drop ratio, and which means that this particular thing, this offset is very low as compared to the studs. In the studs, this offset is probably going to be somewhere around here, from here to here, but in this shoe it is only this much, which keeps the player extremely close to the surface. And the designs of these shoes are very close to the designs of running shoes. I'm just going to show you an example. Now, this is an Adidas running shoe. This is an Adidas indoor football shoe. You'll see the soles, they are pretty much the same. So built upon the running shoe technology, I think this is a perfect shoe to be used for indoor sports. And people do also love to wear them casually. They can wear them casually and enjoy the comfort. So this was it for today. We really look forward to your feedbacks, your comments, and we also request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and stay tuned, stay subscribed for a lot more thrilling and enthralling and knowledgeable programs with us. Stay safe, everyone, and keep supporting us. Really look forward to see you in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.